Welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to take a look at the Season 1 of the anime series Insomniacs After School. If you're ready, let's begin. Gloomy Ganta Nakami, an average school student, grapples with insomnia, struggling to find rest for an extended period. Each night, an unending stream of nonsensical thoughts rushes through his mind, preventing him from falling asleep. As dawn breaks, he observes his neighbors performing their morning routines, realizing that despite his utter exhaustion, it's time for him to make his way to school. Within the school walls, Ganta's fellow classmate Motoko shares the narrative behind the astronomy club's closure. Motoko recounts a tale from the past when a club member, a girl, nurtured affection for a boy belonging to the football team. However, her romantic feelings were met with rejection, tragically leading her to take her own life by leaping from the school's observatory. In the following days, a male member of the astronomy club, while gazing at the night sky, claimed to perceive the spectral image of a girl waving to him from the moon. This boy had carried feelings for the departed girl, and his infatuation grew so intense that it robbed him of sleep. Eventually, he too succumbed to his obsessions, passing away. Prior to his demise, he revealed that the girl's gesture wasn't a simple greeting but an invitation to join her. The astronomy club's other members eventually met similar fates, and it was then turned into a warehouse. Motoko claims the girl's ghost lingers within the astronomy club. Anamazu urges Motoko to help classmates for the festival. Instead of discussing ghost, Kanikawa admits fault, asked to notice Nakami asleep. Ganta is sent to fetch boxes, finds Isaki sleeping in the club. Nakami and Isaki become friends. They create the nightly fun society, explore the city at night. They hide in the shopping district to appreciate the night. Nakami sees Isaki but ignores her, keeping Insomnia secret. They plan astronomy club renovation, find a sofa. They hear approaching noise. It's a cat. Ganta is caught fixing the door by Miss Kurashiki. Isaki arrives, confesses insomnia and use of the room. They ask to continue. Miss Kurashiki must report it. The high-precision telescope's potential breakdown is a concern. Nakami proposes joining astronomy club for room access. Miss Kurashiki consults higher-ups. Next day, meeting with Mr. Hakoi. Miss Kurashiki, vice principal. They accepted due to school's need for club members. Nakami and Isaki bond while working on telescope. Nakami tells Yukigawa avoids distractions. Nakami and Isaki visit Miss Urashiki. Application accepted. Ganta becomes president due to Isaki's other club commitment. Ganta to report club activities for budget meeting. Isaki connects Nakami and Isaki with alumni for guidance. They locate alumni Shiromaru, get photography advice. Shiromaru teaches camera settings, invites to club meetings. National High School Starry Night Photography Contest announced. Success secures funds for the club. Shiromaru checks weather, prepares for photography. She captures mesmerizing night sky photos. She longs for a company to appreciate the beauty, opens astronomy club group on Messenger app. Still, Shiromaru hesitates to message Ganta and Isaki late at night due to their age. She sends a night sky photo. They respond instantly. They discuss the stunning shots Shiromaru took at Nano Castle ruins. Excited for the National High School Starry Night Photography Contest, Ganta gains motivation and guidance from Shiromaru. One day, Isaki and friends talk about the 7 fateful bridges legend. Crossing them silently binds couples. They consider a romantic firework date. Isaki doubts if Ganta would enjoy it. They maintain distance at school, but Yukigawa senses something between them. Isaki and Ganta decide to watch fireworks together. A 3-day seaside camping trip is announced. Ganta partners with Rui. Ganta enters an unoccupied bathroom. Rui enters and teases him about nighttime behavior. Rui questions Ganta's loaded backpack, annoying Nakami. Hakui-sensei overhears, warns them, and advises exercise for better sleep. He suggests forming a bedtime relaxation habit for better rest. Everything is going smoothly, but Ganta loses control and verbally confronts Hakui-sensei after the teacher's insensitive comment about people with sleep issues. Meeting Isagi in the astronomy room, Ganta seems upset. Nakami predicts cloudy weather for the camping trip, worrying about photography plans. Isaki cheers Ganta up, suggesting they meet under clear skies on the beach during the trip. Ganta hopes for good weather and dozes off in the astronomy room. Isaki attempts to wake him, but he's in a deep sleep. She affectionately watches him, then falls asleep next to him. Ganta's strong reaction to Hakui-sensei's words reveals his empathy for insomnia sufferers like Isaki. Isaki's curing reaction hints at their feelings for each other. During the school trip preparation, Ganta remembers Magiri's invitation to meet at the beach under clear skies. On the bus, Ganta struggles to stay awake due to lack of sleep while his friends play games. After arriving at the campsite, they prepare for the activities ahead. Ganta faces sleep difficulties on the first 2 nights of the trip due to noisy campmates and his own insomnia. Finally, the weather clears up on the 3rd night. Ganta finds Magiri and they enjoy the starry beach together. Ganta sets up his camera for nighttime photography, a process taking hours. As they wait, Magiri playfully suggests sleeping together. Before any awkwardness arises, Maguri clarifies she knows about Ganta's lack of sleep and shares her own experience of peaceful sleeping beside him. Listening to his heartbeat, Ganta admits the same. They cuddle. Ganta loves the moment. They fall asleep, wake up at sunrise. Fearing others' perception, rushes back to the camp. Shiromaru visits the astronomy club, finds Nakami working. Magari brings a fan. Ganta shows beach photos. Shiromaru praises starry sky captures. She encourages Nakami's photography skills. As summer break approaches, Ganta and Isaki plan a meteor viewing party at school. They need help to organize it. Nakami volunteers to talk to Isaki's friends. They meet Mina in the art room. She agrees to help after finishing an assignment. Ganta models for Mina's sketch, eventually with Isaki. Mina creates a stunning poster for the meteor viewing party. Yukiko is impressed with the poster and informs Isaki and Ganta about securing permission for posting. They need a few more volunteers. Ganta approaches Motoko, who declines help rudely. Nakami questions Isaki's friendship with Motoko. Nakami discusses this with Anamizu, who invites him to play baseball instead of addressing the topic. Motoko agrees to help with the meteor shower viewing event. Nakami visits Shiromaru to inform her about the training camp, but she teases Ganta about his closeness to Isaki. Magari and friends distribute pamphlets for the event. Nakami gives Isaki the keys and leaves to distribute more flyers. Isaki almost falls in the astronomy room. Ganta catches her. She explains her heart condition and fear of death. Ganta offers to talk to her until she falls asleep. Isaki considers calling Ganta but hesitates. She sleeps in the astronomy room the next day, telling Nakami she fears her parents overhearing her. Ganta starts a live audio session app for her, discussing everyday topics to help her relax. Magari does the same for Nakami, sharing about her older sister and easing his anxiety. Isaki and friends learn from the student council that Ganta and Yukigawa's plan for the astronomy club has been accepted. They discuss secret talents and start preparing for the meteor shower viewing party. Isaki and Ganta go shopping. Nakami obtains permission for using the streets. They gather supplies and food. In Ganta's absence, the girls inquire about Yukigawa's early life. During the conversation, Yukigawa reveals that Nakami used to be a fast runner but stopped for some reason. The team works hard to organize a meteor shower viewing party, but a sudden storm ruins the event. Nakami feels like a failure and runs away in the rain, apologizing. Magari finds Nakami walking aimlessly in the rain and shelters him at a bus station. He opens up about his feelings of failure and cries. Magari consoles him by initiating a live radio session. Isaki reminisces about their first night out and how Nakami's racing heart made him special to her. Nakami reciprocates his feeling and they share a close moment. Shiromaru-senpai unexpectedly arrives and misunderstands their closeness as a romantic situation. Isaki and Ganta try to explain the situation to her. Although they don't openly express their romantic feelings, they acknowledge their special bond, hinting at a future possibility. Ganta seeks funds for the astronomy club's training trip, but the student council doesn't have the money. He seeks a part-time job, gets help from Yukigawa for his resume, and observes the moon at the astronomy club. He starts a special radio show discussing budget constraints. He fails a job interview but gets an offer from Shiromaru-senpai's shop. Magari and Yukigawa visit him on his first date. Magari goes to the beach with friends, including Haida, who's also looking for a potential date. Haida has taken a part-time job nearby. Magari is mistaken for being younger by grade schoolers. At work, Ganta talks to Shiromaru about his planned training trip. She advises him on budgeting, revealing the potential cost of transportation, lodging, and food. Ganta feels overwhelmed by budget constraints. Isaki surprises Ganta at home and shares her experience of being hit on at the beach. She reveals that her grandmother's house is available in Noto for lodging, saving them money. They plan to cook their own food. The budgeting stress is elevated for Ganta. Miss Kurashiki visits their families to get permission for the training trip. Nakami's father is surprised by his stargazing interest. Isaki's mother left her family, making her father and she rely on each other. Ganta and Isaki go shopping in Kanazawa, and Haida drives them to Isaki's grandmother's house by the sea. They relax and later set up for the sunset's photo at the nearby shrine. Haida brings up Isaki's past attempts to hook up with Ganta, and Ganta clarifies his feeling for Isaki. Isaki arrives and they capture the beauty of the city with the camera. Haida informs Isaki that she's going on a short trip with her boyfriend and advises her to stay quiet around their parents. They have a brief disagreement and Isaki stays in her room. Ganta helps Haida with her bags, feeling responsible for the tension. Haida reveals Isaki's history of heart problems and surgeries, which gave her preferential treatment in school. Haida never pitied her sister and instead expected her to be strong. Now, knowing Ganta shares her feelings, Haida suggests he takes care of Isaki. Isaki and Nakami eventually catch the bus to Mitsukejima, reaching the site and being captivated by its beauty. That evening, Ganta sets up the camera for a shot, unaware of local authorities lighting up the area every evening due to summer break. Though initially disappointed, they wait until the lights are turned off and capture beautiful shots. Back home, Isaki establishes strict boundaries within the house. They struggle to fall asleep naturally, but talking helps them relax. Gonta reveals his photos, and Isaki brings a watermelon, offering a relaxing evening. They enjoy the sunset and express their wish for these moments to last. Nakami shares with Magari that something has felt different since staying in her grandmother's house. His insomnia has improved, and he finds peace waking up near Isaki. He opens up about his struggle with sleep, feeling anxious about each new day. Nakami's anxiety overwhelms him, and he stays up all night, wiping tears from his glasses. Unbeknownst to him, Magari approaches, and as he puts his glasses back on, Isaki kisses him on the lips. Magari, feeling shy, slumps down and covers her face. Gonta, feeling bewildered, walks into a pond. Isaki asks to keep things as they are until the end of the trip. As their trip ends, at the Makawa's side, Gonta plans to express his feelings for Isaki. Nakami wakes up late due to rain and spends the day indoors with Magari. They work on tasks and prepare for the rain. Their friends visit, excited to enjoy Isaki's grandmother's house. They light a bonfire and sing together. Later, Nakami and Isaki drop their friends at the train station. While walking home, Magari receives a call from her mother but doesn't answer. They worry something might be wrong. Magari's parents have learned that Haya is missing. Isaki has a phone call with her parents discussing her stay. Her parents want her to return home, but she's adamant about staying for the training. There's tension between Magari and Nakami, and Isaki expresses her desire to complete the training. Nakami suggests kidnapping Isaki to continue the training. He reassures Magari and brings a smile to Isaki's face, turning the tense atmosphere more positive. And here we come to the end of this season. If you enjoyed our content, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.